All right, let's do a rent or buy. I'm late. Saints Row 4 re-elected. All the DLCs, everything is included in there. Eventually, I'm almost done. Almost finished it. Uh, Replaying through it really made me relive some good moments that I missed. And I was saying this one's the best ever. But replaying part 4, and we still don't have a part 5. I don't know. I don't know. There's so much Easter eggs, so much type of style of games, different levels, stories, DLCs, so much more side missions, so much more playable fun games, missions. If you get what I'm saying, if you're playing the game, and Professor Cat and all the bunch of stuff and all the side missions, there's way more to do in this than to this. But the gameplay is more challenging on this. This one at the beginning is hard, but eventually you collect the clusters and you have superpowers in there because you are basically inside an alien system. It's kind of a mocking and making fun, a big meme of Assassin's Creed. Makes fun of Metal Gear Solid. There's a whole level. I love the Metal Gear Solid level in here. It's so much fun. There's so many jokes. There's so many like Atari games and old school retro tank levels. There's a bunch of different play styles on this one. This one had some, but that one has more diversity levels. It's I'm just pointing out the clusters. Once you collect them, you could do a whole 2-3 hours. There's 1,300 I think clusters. Then you can boost up your powers. Just focus on the jump and the dash. Upgrade those. After that, upgrade the blast. Upgrade the blast. It's way more important than you know. It's going to help you out. But the superpowers at the beginning, you're kind of weak. But eventually, if you collect all the clusters, like I said, on top of building and everything, that's why you need to upgrade your jump powers. And you can jump really high and get them all. Once you have those powers, you're kind of invincible. That's the less challenging part. That's what I want to point out different for this one. But for sure in the series, I basically loved all of them since day one. And I hope we get a part 5. We really deserve a part 5. It's one of my favorite. I don't know what to call it. It has its own style of game. Usually, back in the days, it was called a spin-off of Grand Theft Auto. But they kind of did their own thing over time. Doesn't feel like a Grand Theft Auto game. It's more crazier and funnier and very raw. This game is mature for sure. Mature all the way. Language, sex, drugs, alcohol, all that. Not meant for kids. It's not a kid's game. Can we say that in 2020? Who's going to stop you from playing any games you want to play? Nothing ever stopped me back in the days. I was there when Mortal Kombat came out. Oh my gosh. You were an evil child if you owned that. Oh, you're a twisted child if you own a Mortal Kombat Sega Genesis cartridge because you can unlock the blood. That's just back in my days when it came out. A little piece of history. But yes, I replaying it. Gotta say must buy, must own, must buy. Sorry, I'm tired. Must own, must buy for any Switch collection. If you haven't played the graphics and everything, yes, I have to point that out. Because you have superpowers, you gotta dash. It lags a bit. The graphics are good, but it's very playable. It lags for sure because you're super speeding dash like the Flash all the time. So it lags a bit, but it's very playable. Like day one, better than this when it came out and they patched it up. This one, they did a good job. You have some really hard sucking up CPU powers. I'm just saying, and it's just the Switch. It's not an Xbox, so I'm just saying. So graphically and everything, the soundtrack, the music. Unfortunately, I have to shut off the soundtrack because I get copyright strikes all the time with this game. So that's the sad part. I love playing with the music, but I can't for you guys. You enjoy the gameplay. But I remember all the soundtracks. There's so many good songs. I think the first time I uploaded The first gameplay part 1, I got 4 or 5 different copyright strike. I had to remove all the songs and everything. Is really annoying, so I just took the music off. Music soundtrack is really good on this. Eventually, we'll be free and upload any part of music we want. That'd be nice. But yes, the alien powers, the story. I love the story of this one. So basically, the aliens are coming to over-dominate, and you have this really big evil alien. And he basically brings you on your spaceship, and you're stuck in a VR world. And you're trying to bust out of this VR world of you think is the city that you love, that you basically are always used to, but you're in a virtual reality world. And you got to bust out of there and get more powers. So that's why the superpowers and everything. And eventually you kick the aliens' butt. It's very, very awesome. Boss battles and everything are really cool. Easter eggs of a bunch of games and movies. You have no idea. You have to play through the story of this one. This story is way better than this one. But the whole series always so good. You got flashback memories. You're going back all the way to the first one and this one at some parts. It's really funny. So go ahead and buy it and try it if you can. It's hard to get a physical copy, I think, in quarantine time. But I'm sure you can make it. Check Amazon. Check anything online. You'll figure out a way. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Send some love and support. Hope you having a great week. And I'll see you tomorrow. Resident Evil Friday. Can't wait to see if I can get a physical copy. And the Coral Switchlight. We'll see. See you soon.